Okay, so last week was great, right? This week was a total shit show for Cinco de Mayo. Longest losing streak that I've ever had. A lot of these are repetition, right? Like, for example, this, you can see like all 5 of these are actually just one trade. And then the same thing here for the Aussie. We have 3 trades that are actually one trade. And then the same thing here for the NAS 100, 3 trades that are just one trade. So it's not as long as it looks, but it's still a massive losing streak. And, you know, the takeaways are getting closer to liquidation, probably getting funded capital, because you just can't have this happen with a 10% margin on any portfolio. It's just not going to be sustainable, right? In terms of the technicals versus human error, there isn't enough margin on that end to rectify what I'm seeing here. I didn't fuck up that bad, right? There was a couple trades. I think there was 2 trades where they were salvageable, but my rounding was not up to par, and that prevented me from staying in the trade. And there was one trade where I did a automated SL that was just too tight for the larger progression that it was. But that's about it. That's about it. I want to recall and see if there is something else. There's a couple trades on the, like today, for example, I took some trades on the dollar versus the Japanese yen. And I just shouldn't have done that, because, you know, it's a second-rate security in comparison to these two. But otherwise, I've done this video like 3 times, so I'm reviewing the previous videos. I don't think there's any other, you know, I don't think there's any other explanation for why this could have went so bad, right? Other than, hey, there was a few trades that did go amazingly well, but I didn't capitalize on them. That's the only other thing that I could say. Otherwise, you know, I just need to go really hard on this. And honestly, I don't even want to trade with I don't even want to trade with FTMO, because I gotta wait 20 days just to get the confirmation. So that obviously sucks really bad, you know. But what I will do is I'm going to put in $500, and I'm going to trade one security out of these 2. I have 3 securities. I have the Ethereum, I have the NAS 100, and then I have the Aussie dollar. The Ethereum I'm going to do on the second account, because that's obviously, you know, it's an outlier in terms of reliability. But the NAS 100 and the Aussie is good for Tokyo, and the NAS 100 is good for the rest of the time. But what I'll say in terms of accuracy throughout this period, this week, it seemed that the Aussie dollar performed a bit more conducively. It performed more accurately to what you would normally expect to see on the charts, right? There was, I think, 2 days in particular where the NAS 100 was just a morbid shit show, and the Aussie dollar was salvageable, like this one, for example. The bulk of the real trade was not tangible, right? Because I have a policy where if you have a trade and you get faked out, you can't re-enter again on the same opportunity, on the same residual wave. So that was the 4th. And then if you were to go here, I mean, look at this. You're not making any money on this. This is the 3rd of May. I'm going to keep my eyes well peeled for a day like this. If you go over to TQQ, it was, you know, it was salvageable. You could have doubled down, and I suppose you could have made some money like that. But I'm on a tight rope with the Nas 100. I don't like it. I don't like it. If you go over to the Aussie dollar, go to the third. It was a smooth bear play. It was clean. Go to the fourth. We had a fake out to the short. Then we had an impulse to the long. But I suppose it was the same thing. You got some good momentum, and then it gave you this bear candle that would have wiped you out. But, that's, again, 30-point plus move to the upside should be enough for you to lock in profits. That's over 200%.